It was a rainy November morning, and Julia, a 27-year-old girl, felt a strange uneasiness growing inside her. Just 3 years earlier, he was working as an architect in a renowned studio in the city. One evening, after a long day at work, she decided to relax by taking a cooking class. There he met Lorenzo, the charismatic chef of the course. Julia, initially shy and uncertain, found in Lorenzo not only a teacher, but also a confidant. The evenings at the cooking class became moments of escape for her, where she could forget the pressures of work and enjoy Lorenzo's company. The two began to spend more and more time together, discovering that they shared not only a passion for cooking, but also for music and travel. Their connection was immediate and profound, soon turning into a love affair. Before continuing, if you are passionate about real-life stories, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. After a year of dating, they decided to get married, confident in their love. The wedding was an intimate ceremony, surrounded only by relatives and close friends. Julia wore a simple yet elegant white dress, while Lorenzo showed off a radiant smile. The promises they exchanged were sincere, full of hope for a bright future together. Neither of them could have ever imagined that those promises would so soon be put to the test. Everything seemed perfect until the day after the wedding, until Lorenzo revealed to her that he would have preferred her to leave her job to dedicate herself exclusively to her family. Julia was shocked. She had always dreamed of a marriage where they would both continue to pursue their professional dreams together. However, out of love, she accepted, although inside she felt a growing sense of loss and frustration. As the days passed, Julia often found herself looking out the window of their home, dreaming of the architectural projects she had left unfinished. Lorenzo, immersed in his work at the restaurant, seemed increasingly distant. The evenings they once spent together cooking and laughing were reduced to silent, hurried moments. Julia felt her identity was fading. Her life slowly changed. From a well-regarded architect, she became a housewife. Lorenzo began to show her a side of himself that she had never seen, authoritarian and indifferent to her needs. Their relationship, which had once been a safe haven, became a prison. Julia felt trapped in a role she had not chosen, and with each passing day, she felt her independence fading away. One day, while sorting through some old documents, he found a drawing he had made years before, a plan for an eco-sustainable house. As she looked at the drawing, tears began to roll down her face. It was a reminder of everything she had sacrificed. She decided to call an old colleague, hoping to find comfort and perhaps a way back to her beloved job. A few days later, Julia discovered she was pregnant. The initial joy was soon overshadowed by the discovery of Lorenzo's betrayal. He was having an affair with a colleague at the restaurant. The discovery hit her like a bolt of lightning. She decided not to stay in that situation any longer. She gathered the evidence of the betrayal and, with an iron determination, faced Lorenzo. "Sign these documents, Lorenzo. I will present them tomorrow," she said, with a calm that hid the storm within her. Lorenzo, surprised by Julia's firmness, had no choice but to sign. If you liked the video, please give it a like to support us. Thank you so much. The next day, with the divorce papers signed, Julia left the house and moved in with her parents. She found the support and love of her family, who helped her regain her strength. During this period, the sudden return of his uncle from America further changed the situation. Her uncle offered her to join him in managing his design, home, and clothing business, an opportunity that Julia jumped at. Julia immersed herself in work, decided to enroll in an online refresher course in sustainable architecture, taking advantage of the night hours while the child was sleeping. Those hours spent studying gave her back energy and hope, making her understand that her future did not necessarily have to be limited by Lorenzo's choices. Her talent quickly led her to professional success and growing recognition in the industry. Local television took an interest in his story, highlighting his journey of rebirth and return to the world of work. She was interviewed by several newspapers and talk shows, becoming a symbol of resilience and rebirth for many women in her situation. Months later, Lorenzo tried to win her back, unable to accept the end of their marriage. But Julia, now aware of her value and her abilities, rejected every attempt at reconciliation. Her priority was the child's well-being and regaining his independence. Lorenzo, surprised and outraged by his new life, attempted, through legal action, to claim a part of Julia's inheritance, but she, now distant and indifferent to his claims, rejected his every attempt. Julia, once oppressed by Lorenzo's expectations and impositions, now walked with her head held high, proud of her choices and the path she had taken. She answered his call with a calm that surprised even herself. "Lorenzo, there is nothing left between us. I have found my way, and I am happy. I wish you to find your peace, but without me." After she hung up the phone, she felt a sense of ultimate liberation. She was finally free from the chains of the past. Over the next few months, as she worked and raised her son, Julia found a newfound serenity. She was a changed woman, forged by hardship but strengthened and made wiser. Every day, as she watched her son play, she realized how precious their life together was, free from lies, betrayal, and deceit. She was finally happy without needing anyone. Her life had just started flowing again.